What's up, Sneaky Pete? Welcome, welcome. Alright. Let's do this thing. Let's get satisfactorying. Okay, gotta pause that, do that. All my windows in the right place. All my ducks in a row. Okay. Alright, I'm going to start recording at the beginning because I've actually done a lot since the last episode, so I shouldn't leave YouTube hanging. I am going to fly over to our oil in the west real quick, and we'll start there. Oh, that noise is so annoying. Oh, they need to patch that out. The dissonance of a random noise playing when it shouldn't be is so... And it's loud, too. It's so frustrating. But I'll just grab some food while we run over here. I should probably put it on the map. Over there somewhere. But yeah, I'll show you guys what the fuel power plant looks like for those who weren't there at the end of the last stream. We built it there at the end. It didn't take very long at all. It kind of just came together before I knew what was happening. All of a sudden we had 2.5 gigawatts of power. Just like that. That sound again. It's gotta be jetpack related, but it happens when you're not jetpacking too. Alright, I might as well hop in this thing. It is faster. And I'll just go out to the beach, because it's easy to drive on the beach. Oh, that's not the beach. Okay, it is the beach, actually. I didn't know how deep the water was going to be. I'm curious if you get the wheels on belts, does it go faster? That would be crazy if it did. I have a feeling it doesn't. Oh, man. Hopefully that would work. All right, so this is our fuel power plant. Let's see. What do I have? 400 gigs left? That should be enough. Hello everyone, Krydax here, and welcome back to our Satisfactory 1.0 playthrough. We've done quite a lot since the last episode. I mostly was working on the factory building and some blueprinting stuff, but I also decided we needed more power, so I came over here to oil. And before I knew it, I had set up a whole freaking fuel power plant. So let's walk you guys through that. It's all coming off of one pure node here, and that pure node has 300 a minute clocked. I'll just avoid the enemies here. And I did make a blueprint for the fuel power plant. So you can only fit one inside of the 4x4x4 blueprinter. However, what I blueprinted was, if you look, you can see there's the pipe attached to the front there, and on the back I put a power pole. So that doesn't seem like that much, but it makes setting it up so much easier because all you have to do is connect power pole to power pole and then connect pipe to the next pipe, and then you're done. So it you know, it's a small thing, but it still saves a lot of time. And we already have our refinery blueprint. I can't remember if we made that on video or off video, but it's a pretty similar blueprint to my other ones, where it uses the vertical the conveyor lifts to kind of lift the resource back, and it goes over the pipes, and then the pipes kind of go in. So that's my build for refineries. And so we've got the fuel coming in here. It gets hooked up. I could deconstruct all this part because we're not doing any physical input. Or, I always say physical, I mean solid. We're not doing any solid inputs. So then there you go. We got these guys running, and I underclocked them to 84% because I can. Might as well save a little bit of power. It's not going to save much. You might think it saves a lot, but if you had all of them fully clocked, the last one just wouldn't run at full speed, and so that would save some power too. But underclocking helps your power graph be a little more consistent, so you might as well do it. It's, you know, you might as well do it if it's not that hard to do. Anyway, we got our polymer resin coming out here. I'm not doing anything with it right now. I'm just sinking all of it. I could do something with it, but whatever. We'll just leave it as is for now. And then all the fuel comes over here. 6 of those generators is enough to produce, I think each one, well, basically I'm using all of the oil. So 300 oil goes to 200 fuel, and each fuel generator can handle 20 fuel a minute. And so we have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 on each side, and there you go. And that's the thing. That's the fuel power plant, 2.5 gigawatts right there. I also unlocked a few more researches, like milestone-wise and MAM-wise. We'll go back and talk about that. But I built batteries. I should have more, honestly, more batteries. I should do a blueprint for batteries because they're kind of a pain in the butt to build one by one. But I could do a little blueprint for like 6 batteries or something. Build them in little clusters. They only charge at a maximum of 100 megawatts. Oh, I unlocked geothermal generators too, which we'll have to get some of those built, because those are awesome. Free power. And I also noticed that they make a range of power, which is new. They didn't used to do that. So they average out to a certain amount, but you'll need power storages to, you know, handle that. So I might just make a few right here, actually. What's that? 5, 6, 7. We'll do 8. And do some power. Power up 3 from each power pole. Okay, easy enough. And that gives me, these are each 100 megawatt hours, which means 1 hour of supplying 100 megawatts. Or, so they'll take an hour to charge up, basically, but they can discharge faster. So they're really even just one battery would be enough for, like, if you had a weird spike to supply that. I also unlocked the priority power switches, so I don't totally understand these because they're new since the last time I played. So I'm gonna build one, and we're gonna connect it up like this. And I don't know how any of this works. So, enter name, this is fuel power plant. Circuit break priority. Where do I select? I do that. It's in priority group 1. It is high priority. I see. So then if I turn it off, which end is now disconnected? Like if, does that make sense, what I'm asking? Like if I have more stuff on the grid, how does it determine which one? I don't know if I understand what I'm even trying to ask. Like this grid, yeah, I don't think this makes any sense, because this is always supplying power. It never needs power. So I don't think it makes any sense. I feel like you do circuit breakers to supply power so that it'll turn off the supply. So if it's off, it treats it like 2 separate grids. But what I'm wondering is when you get to these, does it start? What am I saying? So if the switch is on, it's connected. So basically it'll start disconnecting grids at lower priorities, which couldn't that lower your power? Like if you had priority group 8, if I put this here, and all of a sudden I didn't have enough power, would it switch that off? Because it's in the lowest group, and then that would actually end up reducing power to the main base? I think it would. If I'm guessing at the behavior correctly, that's what would happen. Obviously that would be bad, so I shouldn't set it up that way. But I think that's what would happen. Anyway, we've got a lot of oil here, and I still haven't decided how I want to get it back to the base. There was a summer sleep there. Do we want to do a truck or not? I want to do a truck. I'm thinking I do. I know I was talking about how we could just do a long pipeline in the last episode, but I think I've changed my mind. I think I want to do packaged. We can scan for geysers now, too. So let's find the next one. So it's over here. And we're gonna get the oil into packaging. Man, I love the quartz rebar. It is great. Except I don't love you. Ah, you got me. Come on. There we go. There we go. Give me those spitter remains. What is this? A normal node? Ah, come on. Really? Just a normal? There's another normal over there. So that's really all there is over here, huh? A pure and 2 normals? Interesting. I thought I remembered there being more. Well, not, we do unlock Mark II pipes pretty soon. Oh, I got hyper tubes unlocked as well. I got all sorts of various, what are they called? You know, things that look nice. Aesthetic cosmetics unlocked. But yeah, for now, of course, we have some creatures in the way. It's on my list to get, you can see over on the right side, cluster nobelisks unlocked. And with that will also come unlocks for better ammo types and such. Okay, so these overclock to exactly 300, which I will do. Where's the power? Oh, it's on the side. I hate it when it's on the back. I can go out this way. Alright, it should have enough head lift to get over here. Come around to this one. Get rid of some trees here. Perfect. Who needs a chainsaw when you have explosives? It's way more satisfying. Way more satisfying, let me tell you. Alright, that's hooked up. And then this guy goes over here. Go. Sweet. Okay, so then we've got all of our fuel. We're gonna need stackable pipeline supports. I'm gonna take it across the water. Like so. And then we'll have our little vehicle depot over here. I think. I'll probably do noodle. I feel like noodle is kind of the smoothest. Literally spaghetti. Alright, and then you're not gonna make it. This one. Perfect. Okay, and then you need to be overclocked to the max. 161 power shards. I have quite a few, you could say. Alright, so this is going to be 600 fuel a minute. And we need to package it here. Do I need 2 vehicle stops? I do. We need to unload the empty packages. Oh no. Hold on. How does this work? I guess I need to prime the pump with a proper amount of packages. I wasn't going for alliteration there, but that was a pretty successful alliteration. Prime the pump with the proper amount of packages. Proper price? No. Anyway. So, what I'm thinking, because we'll need a truck station, unload the empty packages, and then load the full packages, and we'll have a buffer between the two to fill it up, I guess. Let me put that on the global grid because we can. And these should be 4-meter foundation. I think. I don't know how wide. Perfect proportion of packages. There you go. Thank you. That's perfect. Perfect package proportion. Peter Piper picked. What am I looking for? Transport. Truck station. Okay, so you drive past the one, and then you drive past the other in order. And then back here, we'll do the packaging of the fuel. And guess what? You guys will never guess. I made a packager blueprint. Yeah, I did. So that's already ready to go. And I can't remember which way it goes. Right, yeah. It's always the same. I have to set up in on the left, out on the right. So it's kind of backwards compared to where I would like things to be. Okay, so then we need empty containers in here, which are going to come out of this one. And then we need full containers of fuel to go down there and then into the input of that one. And do we need to extensify this guy? What's up, Bionic Beans? Howdy, howdy. Packaged oil. We only get 30 a minute? Why are packagers so bad? Really? You want me to do 10 packagers for a single pipe? That really, I mean, obviously I can overclock, and then it's only 4, but still, that feels unnecessarily slow to me. And it really feels like they're encouraging the player to not package oil. That makes it extraordinarily annoying because you're going to need 10 packagers running. That's 100 megawatts to package a single pipeline. That's making me rethink this. Should I just do a long pipeline? I'm just going to do a long pipeline. If it wasn't that many packagers, I would rethink it. But like at this point, I already would need 20 packagers, 8 if they're overclocked, on both sides, right? Just to do these 2 pipes. That's not worth it. It's kind of a bummer that it's not worth it, but let me consider for one more moment before I deconstruct all this. Would I ever need oil in a different spot? Because that would be the benefit to doing it this way. I think I'm fine. Well, get rid of all of it. Maximum dismantle limit. Got there. Alright, I can just do blueprint dismantle for that. And yeah, that's kind of a bummer that packagers are that bad. I didn't realize they were that bad. Only 30 a minute. Did they give you a Mark II packager? They might give you a Mark II packager later. I hope they do. So this is now a giant pain in the butt because we have to do the thing that we hate doing. For you YouTubians, I'm gonna save you the trouble. I'm gonna pause the recording and we're gonna do this off camera for the people from the future. For you guys watching the stream, you just get to hang out with me and have so much fun. Because I have to do this about 1,000,000 times. I really do wish there was an easier way. I have to switch off of it and then go back and select it. It's not easy. Ooh, hydration redemption. I do need to hydrate. We'll do that here in a sec. 5. I'll also have to keep an eye on head lift. It should be pretty flat for a while though while we're at sea level, so I'll wait until we're a bit further. Worry about that. Let's see. You're gonna be a problem. Oh, I'm out of nobelisks. That's why I'm not holding one. A little loud, actually. There we go. Refreshing. Refreshment. I need my Fix-It coffee mug. I looked at buying one of those, and then I looked at how much it would cost me, and I decided against it. Which is a bit of a bummer, because they are awesome. But they're not cheap. Is there a faster way to do this? Why is that not working? Heck. What? What's going on here? I don't know what that was about. There we go. I guess the faster way would be to have some sort of blueprint, and then I connect the blueprints. There's that noise again. Problem with blueprints is they're not going to follow the terrain, so it'll look weird. But I'm curious to try it. What if I... You know what? I don't care if this looks bad for a minute. I'll just plop you there. And then... Does that count as being in the blueprint? No. Gotta be there, I think. Yeah, that counts. Technically on the line. And then... There. Yeah, I mean, at least if I do it this way, there's a little bit of double pipe. I don't know, pipe 2x? Mark 1. Call it P1 for pipe 1. Icon. Pipe. Directory. I don't know, actually. Just put it on another page for now. Oh, I have to clear it first. Ah! I thought I heard something. Okay, so will this actually save me... Uh-oh. Dropping frames. Internet. Dying. Can you guys hear me okay? How are things? That's not good. says the bitrate. How is that possible? The bitrate took a dump. I don't know why. It's dropping like 63% of the frames. But my internet says it's uploading, yeah, 12 megabits just fine. So it shouldn't be dropping any frames because the upload rate is the rate that it needs to be. That doesn't make any sense. Is it done dropping frames? Seems to be done dropping frames. Alright, Twitch hiccup, I think, is what that was. Okay, weird. Anyway, so now I have this blueprint. Does this really save me that much? Maybe. The problem is I don't know how much to space them out, right? And so even that is just me eyeballing. I could build a bunch and then just connect them. The other problem is this, right? They're gonna be floating on one edge because it doesn't know how to like conform a blueprint to the terrain. So I don't know how much it really ends up saving me. Also, I equipped something. That's supposed to be there. There we go. So yeah, I don't really know if it's gonna save me that much time. It does save me the time of having to build the double doodads. Stackable pipeline supports. Maybe I'll just give up on trying to space it perfectly. And I'll just do it this way. It might be faster. And I'll go through and connect them on a second run. Up the hill. This is where we'll need probably pumps. And I need nobelisks. I'll bring those on the way back, I guess. I want to take the shortest possible path. See the base. Okay, so pretty much going along the path is going to be the right direction, but then we're going to have to go straight off an edge there and over that little pond. Okay. Okay, so I don't need to worry about trees because we're going to blow all that up, as one does. This way. Follow the path. I guess I can go under this little thingy. You guys are just one-hit kills, which is nice. Yeah, this is a pretty big pain in the butt, not gonna lie. Just going completely on feel for how to space these out, and there's probably a few I went too far on. Maybe I should do jumps. Like, how many jumps actually not a bad idea. Get max distance. If I'm running 1, 2, but not 3. So like 2.5 jumps is about the right distance. So if I just am kind of jumping as I go, a little bit after 2 jumps is gonna be good. There's an idea. Do I regret not building the 16 to 40 packagers? Honestly, this is fine. I have no regrets. Because with all the packagers, I would have had to have built, you know, a truck route, and I would have had to driven the truck route, so that would have taken a while too. What's up, Vatamouse? It looks like you're building a long oil pipeline to your base. That, you got it. That's exactly what we're doing. That is exactly what is happening right now. That might flip. The reason I'm building a long oil pipeline, I was literally setting things up to do a truck route. But then I discovered that the packagers only package at a terrible rate of 30 a minute. So you'd need 10 packagers for one single, you can't build down? That's weird. But yeah, packagers are way slower than I imagined they would be. It was a bit of a bummer. Okay, I don't know, where am I going with this oil, by the way? Over to the main factory base, I guess? So... we gotta cross over here. Yeah, there'll definitely be some head lift issues over the hills, I'm sure. We'll have to iron that out. As it were. Doubt we can make it all the way over here. From there. Yeah. Which means... we do a nice solution here. I'm thinking architecture, small metal pillar. Do one of those. Maybe a foundation? Or maybe... there's something smaller. Do I need something bigger? Does this just fit? Yeah, there we go. Oh no, that's too long? Oh, it's on the backside though, maybe. Oh, it's gotta be so close. Okay. Just don't want to get in the way of the truck. Let's maybe here? go grab some Novelesques while I'm thinking about it, by the way. While we're here. I made a bunch with automation and put them in a chest, so I don't have to keep hand making them. Oh, speaking of making a bunch, there's the black powder to show it. Is 100 enough? I'm gonna be doing some forest clearing, so maybe I'll grab another 50. Alright, come on now. Full pipeline support. Oh, I guess that's kind of rotated in a weird way. We need to go corner facing that way. There we go. There we go. Alright, please connect. Yay. Alright, we did it. Okay. Pain in the butt. Finished. And then now we can head towards the main factory building. Alright. I wonder how many times we're gonna have to add extra supports in between, because I went too far. I think when I was going downhill, it's probably going to happen more often, because, you know, when you're going downhill, you're using it. What is going on with my network? Is it working fine now? Could be my issue. Maybe I need to restart my computer. I don't know what's going on. I do not know what is going on. I literally did the stream earlier today, and it was totally fine. So I don't know if it's my internet issue or a computer issue. Let me open diagnostic tool. Okay, so it seems to be working again. Next time it thinks it's not working, I'll check to see if my computer software agrees that I'm not uploading anything. Something for sure is going weird. Pipe dream. Ooh, achievements. Where do you see your achievements? Like, I get them, but can you not access them anywhere? Ooh, nice. So far, so good. Does that clip? That's acceptable. Basically touches the ground. Just kisses the ground. That's not so acceptable. Of course, Twitch is behaving now that I'm monitoring it. As soon as I start watching you, you stop misbehaving. I mean, I'm fine with it not misbehaving, don't get me wrong. Ah, there's our first one. This stretch, not long enough. Still, I think this might have been the easier way to do it than switching back and forth constantly. At the end of the day, it's probably a pretty similar process, you know, in terms of how many minutes it's going to take me. Tree in the way. Another tree in the way. Yeah, exactly. The time to switch back and forth between building one thing or the other is annoying. So yeah, that's why I did it this way. I don't know if it's actually that much faster though, because it's not. The switching is more mental than physical. It is just hitting a hotkey. You know, the difference is that I wasn't measuring out by doing this. I was just jumping twice, and like if I had just connected these as I went, that probably wouldn't have taken that much longer. Because I was building two of these at a time. I could have looked behind me, connected it up, jumped out, build two, connect them up, you know. Etc., etc. Get out of here. Oh, amazing how much light shines in when you blow some trees up. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh man. Alright, still no network issues. Interesting, interesting. Whoa! That's not what we wanted. Don't need no elbow macaroni. Just regular noodles, please. Okay, we're almost there, he says, when we're at, like, actually probably, like, halfway. Alright, get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Perfect. Yes, flatten everything. Pave the world. Ah, there's another one. Not long enough. Okay, well, it seems to not be dropping frames anymore. I don't know what that was about. I'm actually gonna blame my ISP for that one. Given how sporadic it was. It's not something I normally encounter. And it was happening on Twitch and YouTube, so I do think it was either a computer software hiccup or my ISP was being weird. Seems to be stable now, or at least relatively. Oh, that one's too long. The frame drops were because of the trees, and they're being punished for their crimes. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, that's why I couldn't build it. You know, and sadly, I don't think this works, does it? No, I have to do this the hard way. Crap around my feet. Alright, there we go. Almost there. Oh, that one's too long. This was when I wasn't measuring by jumping. I was going by feel. I didn't have the feel yet. Oh man, that's so close. Oh, is that too long? Yep. Okay. We are almost there. Alright, that should do it. There's oil in these, right? Yep, there's oil. There's oil in them there hills. Sweet. Okay, well that should flow pretty well. And we'll need to install some pumps. Probably not that many. The total elevation gain was not a ton. So I'll probably install the first set. Okay, I'll wait until the flow rate drops down to 0. It'll take a couple minutes, because if these pipes hold 45, it'll take about 10 seconds to fill. I'm not going to leave the few hovering ones. Wait, hovering? What did I leave hovering? Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. Probably not. What's hovering? Okay, yeah. From my experiment with the blueprints. Oh. It wasn't that bad, so I think I kind of gave up on fixing it. This one. Here. We can, we'll put a stackable conveyor pole kind of clipping with it. And then that'll basically look... No, that doesn't look very good. Oh, because it's not rotated the same. There we go. There, perfect. Can't tell a thing. And that one is basically not noticeable. So it's fine. Or this one. Actually, I don't even know which one it was. So that literally is not noticeable. Alright, are you done flowing? There we go. Things are getting filled up. So now we should be able to basically find where the oil stops. in terms of the upwards dimension. So like, is this pipe full? This pipe is not full, so that means it is in this pipe segment, and there should be none in here. Yeah. So then, and you know, it's interesting, the bottom one is more full, right? Than the top one, and that actually makes a lot of sense. Because the bottom one might be filling up to here, and the top one is only filling up to there, right? But what this means is I should be able to do pipeline pump here and here. Things moving. What the heck? Where did those come from? Oh, behind me. Up there. I find it interesting, the Nobelisks don't do a very good job of taking care of these. It might be intentional. Wow. That was a lot. That almost killed me. Oh, geez. I literally almost... Oh, there's another one over here. Jeez. Man, there's so many. Okay, well. Flow rate is already run out. Okay, that's not good. So we still need more. Your full pipe... Wow, 20 meters is not as much as I thought. It didn't even get past this hump right here. Okay. I mean, I guess if I were to build 4-meter foundations, they're basically on that level, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the level with that top one is as high as they can go. Yeah, that all checks out. That all checks out. Not that I don't trust you, game, but I don't trust you. That one's completely full. This one's these two are completely full. That one's not, and this one's not. I should be able to place them beginning of this one. And that should do it. Power along. Yeah, the height really is deceiving. When you're going up a hill, you're up 20 meters before you know it. How much power do those take again? 4? Is it 4 megawatts? Yeah. Okay, so that should probably get us to there. That's my guess. I guess we'll see how high we get. Yeah, there's no oil in this pipe at all. Nor that one. So this is the final. Although they're almost full. That one's full. I'll wait till the flow rate drops. Actually, wait. Oh no, it is going past this one. We just didn't... It does fill from bottom to top. It is surprisingly accurate. Like as if real fluid was filling up the pipe and also obeying gravity. So we pretty much need to let it flow until the flow rate is 0 to be able to know what's going on. Because clearly it's making it through this pipe and that one down there. Yeah, we're getting a full 300 a minute out of there. So it seems like it made it up to this Z level. So I'm curious if the head lift is enough or not to fill these fully. Well, it'll take a couple minutes to fill all this up. That's the problem. It'll be... Oh, do we not go up? I guess we go up a little bit more here. Surely one of these is, like, gonna be where it stops, right? There's no oil in either of these pipes. Okay, so this is probably where it ends. Yeah. Okay, now they're all getting full. Now this one's filling up. Okay, so that pipe is completely full. This pipe is completely full. That one is less than half. This one is less than half. So this is where we put the next set of pumps. I don't know why I'm rotating them like that. It just feels right. We also don't have power over here, which is problematic. I don't know. Nearest power line is probably over this way somewhere. Oh, there's just a yellow power slug sitting on the ground over there? What's up with that? I did get this drop pod, right? Yes. Alright, there we go. Okay. Are we pumping again? Are the doodads doodadding? Yes. Those are full 300 a minute doodads. Alright, now at this point, I don't think I need any more, because it goes downhill. It goes back uphill, but it goes downhill a lot more. So those should be the last pumps we need, because if I'm looking out over the horizon, it's like completely above my factory building. So I shouldn't need any more pumps than that. Yeah, it should fill these ones at the bottom up pretty quickly. Alright, so there's oil. Let me go back to the future YouTubians. And we are back. Welcome back, everybody. We built a long pipeline from all the way over there, all the way along. And we had to put pumps in, what, 3 places? So it wasn't too bad. Bird just got in my way. Yeah. And we should be getting... It'll take a minute, but I have pumps over there. I'm pretty sure they'll be able to crest this hill. It just takes a minute for them to fill up first. Although I could be wrong. No, it's flowing. Yeah, once it kind of gets in, then it comes over the top and then flows at the full 300 a minute until it fills stuff downstream, and then it'll fill back up to the top. So we'll double check once it's all backed up, but I think we're good to go. And yeah, let me show you the factory and what we've done since kind of the last episode. I've done quite a bit. I don't remember exactly where we left off, but it was quite a few hours ago. So, in terms of my big factory building, the Lodro factory building, we designed the underneath part with some pillars so that it's not just empty, and this is where, I don't know, trucks can drive, or we can do logistics under the floor if we need to. But most of the logistics of belting is going to be right here. I've already got 12 belts set up that can come in. We've got 2 for each of the primary resources, which are iron, copper, and limestone. And then we've got 1 for each of the rare resources, and then that leaves us with 1 extra belt. And I can always add in more as well if we need to that are higher, so we can just stack more on top of this. And yeah, I made windows for the building, and we're using kind of a teal color, and I've got these beams as kind of architectural support, kind of in between some of the window frames. And we set up iron and copper smelting blueprints, as well as a steel one over here. So we've got steel going now. And basically I can factory the heck out of whatever we want to make now. And I got quartz lined up. Or no, that's Sam. All right, we got Sam lined up and coal. And I still need limestone and all the rest. So, on the list is what? Geothermal power, cluster nobelisks, and hypertubes everywhere. Yes, yes, yes. So I want to do hypertubes. We'll have to figure out where to put the old... Where are they? Transport? Yeah. We're gonna put the old hypertubes. I forget, they don't cost power constantly, right? How does hypertube powering work? Or do they cost power constantly? Actually can't remember. Turn around. Where are my legs in this? Oh, am I like crouching? Oh, I see. Yeah, what happened to the power grid when I plugged those in? It's too tall to tell. I need to have a separate power grid. With only these two. Kind of like I did with the jump pads. If these are anything like jump pads, they don't draw constantly. I guess I need to put something burnable in, which I don't have any, so I'll have to make a crafting bench and turn some hog remains into some protein, which then I turn into biomass, which then I put in here. And it is consuming 20 megawatts. Seemingly constantly. Wow. Okay, so they don't just charge up and then turn off. They like... Hypertube entrances are no joke. Obviously, once you have a giant turbo fuel power plant, it's not a big deal, but, you know, 20 megawatts for every loop is more than, I don't know, more than I want to pay. It feels kind of expensive. You have pressure tubes for personal transport now. Yes, I do. Also, Bionic Beans, I noticed your comment about a hoverboard for grinding the rails. That would be awesome. That would be such a cool way to travel. Like, space skateboard. Anyway, I did another project that we need to get set up. I got sulfur over here, and I made another tractor station, and so all I need to do now is drive the loop, and it's just past the quartz. So I need to set up a second truck station over here for bringing in sulfur, and we're gonna do that. I think I'll put it across from this one. Uh-oh. I don't want that to be a... oh, no. Hopefully I can delete that node and everything works. I didn't want to change the node of the other pathway into that. Interesting. They're just pressure tubes to travel back and forth. Okay, so we need coal, which is on that belt. Okay, so there's coal. Power the truck. Okay, yeah, the other truck is still working fine. Totally working fine. This is not a problem. This is not a problem. Oh, elevated rails are gonna be so nice, B. Jonas. I can't wait. Okay, so now I should be able to make another tractor. And this is the unload side. It's not... Oh, I need to power the truck station. That should get... Yeah, there we go. Now the coal's coming in. Okay, so open the record menu. Am I ready to start recording? I don't know if I am. You can pause recording, right? I think so. Off we go. So it's mostly the same path for a while. This alpha hog here, excuse me. And you know, if you stand in the way of the factory's growth, you get sideswiped. That's all I gotta say. Now, what's gonna happen when these tractors run into each other? Fireworks, I presume. Sparks will fly. Alright, so this is where we... no, actually, whoops. Sorry, I was thinking something else. That would be if we were doing oil over there, but we're not. Oh, look, he's having fun with that power pole still. Good for him. Okay. So we come up here. We don't stop at that one. We carry on the new beautiful path we have constructed. Goes by this other quartz. And then the sulfur's right up here. Stop there. Go around. Load cargo. Back we go. It would be nice if you could just double back a loop. It's gonna be all the same nodes, assuming I can successfully drive it. A little precarious there, but I think we made it. This time we can avoid crashing into that power pole, I think. This is just a mess of blue nodes. I don't know which one's which anymore. Honestly, I don't know if it matters. Drive over some of the natives. Sweet. So now that we have sulfur in the base, I would like to automate all of the new stuff we have available. And then we can get the rifle going, which is fun, to be able to shoot stuff with an actual gun. Although the quartz, the shatter rebar is pretty dang good. Yay! Save path. Sulfur loop 1. Okay. Nope. Enable autopilot. Load path. Sulfur loop 1. Okay. Did it actually get sulfur? It did. Ah, it's coming for me. I'm not supposed to go that way. Oh my. Oh geez. What are you doing over there? Well, we'll see if it comes back with sulfur, I guess. That's funny. Okay, and then sulfur will come out over there. And then we'll come over here. And I guess we'll just go above the coal. Alright, and there's sulfur. Accessible to the base. Ada has it out for me. Yeah, of course she does. Sassy computer friend. Okay, so there is the sulfur. So now we need sulfur and coal. So the problem is the new one, what's it called? Black powder. And no spoilers if that's the sort of thing you're getting at. So we need smokeless powder is what we want. So smokeless powder needs heavy oil residue, which means we're gonna need to start doing fuel refinery stuff. I'm thinking this is not a big enough factory for all of that. We might need a second floor for all of that. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should do first floor is all the smelting, and then the second floor can be the processing. Oh, I'm so tired of building factory floors, though. Oh, yeah. Well, Ada wasn't the one that was driving those trucks, though. That's the problem. That was on me. So we've got the SAM coming in here. I just don't know. Maybe we can do some processing on this floor. Because how much more smelting do I have to do? There's Caterium ingots, there's quartz stuff. Let's see. So Caterium will need its own line. I can also put another line over here and just have the Caterium come over the top, which is probably what I'm gonna do. So Caterium can be over here. Maybe concrete can be over here. Because the concrete will be my Constructor's X8 blueprint. This blueprint is wonderful. It's so dense. It's about as dense as you could make 8 constructors, to be honest. I'm sure there's like slightly better builds, but I mean, all the constructors are next to each other and they're sharing mergers on the output. So you can't get much denser than that. So that's a good build for concrete. Maybe I'll put that one on the front here. And I do like leaving some space for more iron processing here, though. Maybe for now, I'll just put the concrete here. Let's see. Just enough space to walk between. And get those lined up. Okay. Yeah, not a lot of light, B. Jonas, unfortunately. The lighting in this game, personally, I've harped on this a lot on stream, so I won't complain a ton. I don't love it. The light doesn't spread enough, and so it feels really difficult to light up a lot. And every single light that you make needs a power connection, which it's kind of just a pain in the butt to like build lights and connect them. So I wish there were just more glow lights that would just fill a whole room with, you know, some amount of radiant lighting, but instead they're like very focused, very spotlight type beams. Yeah, okay, so this is the input for limestone and concrete goes out. So bringing these forward. Oh, I changed this texture as well. I like the look of that, like kind of cement rather than foundation look for this part. Yeah, there's probably a great mod for it, I'm sure. Okay, so we're bringing limestone is the last 2 up here. I haven't actually gotten limestone over here yet, which is a problem, but we will. I'd like to get a splitter lined up here. And then we should be able to do some sort of lift up. Basically what I've done before. And then I can do a merger on the end, and then that snaps, and then I can deconstruct these. And then we can build the lift directly off of it. Not merger. I meant to do splitter. Dang it. Oh, shoot. I don't know if that's actually connected to the belt. It's not. Oh, man, we really screwed that up. Okay, try again. Connect. I guess I can probably just build a lift up like this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now the splitter's going. And then the lift can be on this side because it's the outer edge. trying way too hard to get things lined up here. Alright. 1, 2. Hey, we did it! It's actually lined up properly. Alright, there we go. And then we just need to power up the whole thing, which we can do with the floor power we've been utilizing. Honestly, I highly recommend it. It's what you do in real life. You run power through the floor, so it just makes sense to me. Alright, and then from there, do a merger. And that's going to be concrete. I guess I need to align that properly. That goes there, you go there, and merger, and those are lined up, and then we can decon, and then the output be on level 4, straight mode, sure. You know, things line up nicely when you do the numbers, right? Things do line up nicely. Okay, and now we just need to set the recipe on all the constructors to concrete. Copy, and I have paste as my button 5 on the mouse, which really is helpful. Can recommend it. Paste, 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 paste. Alright, so 8 of these is going to get me 90 times 4, 360 limestone a minute in to 120 concrete a minute out. So it's not a full Mark IV belt. So I might copy that again. We might double that. First thing I need to do is actually get some limestone though. Okay. So all the nearby limestone I've actually already tapped. And I think, yeah. I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the limestone here. I do wish you could connect multiple belts on a stackable array together at the same time. I feel like that would be helpful. Given that's a thing you do a lot of times, like it would just be nice to be able to build a multi-belt array. And even blueprints don't fix it because blueprints, we've talked about this before, but like they don't connect to each other. So you can build a belt array, you know, in the blueprint designer and plop it down, but then when you plop the next one, the belts don't actually auto connect. So you still are always going to have to manually click between the connections, which is a little bit frustrating. Oh yeah, our limestone's over here. I remember we brought it over like a smart cookie, or at least designed it so that we could bring it over. So that's nice. We kind of already have it over here. No. Where exactly to put it? I go from there to there. And then maybe that one. Okay. And then we can overclock this miner to get a little bit more. Miner Mark II. Go ahead and overclock it. Because we have 2.5 gigawatts now with those fuel power plants. So I can be a little bit more free with my power usage. So even an impure node gets us 150 a minute. And we'll bring in a merger. And half will always be enough for this constructor, and this constructor is the one feeding our dimensional depot and such. Let's see if it makes enough long term. I could always add power shard just to make sure. 50% more. But yeah, let's go check on the other limestone mining and see how much. It doesn't look like it's very much. What's going on here? Part of the problem is you're not a Mark IV belt. We'll upgrade that. Might have been the whole problem, actually. Mark IV belt there. There. What, are you a miner Mark II? You are. Oh, there's 300 a minute. There we go. That should be enough. And then this guy. Overclock him. There's another 150. Okay. So that should be enough of the old limestone now. And I'm doing this in a silly way. We should... merger. What am I doing? Is this one enough for my encased industrial beam factory? This is the problem. Yeah, it's not. So I actually do need a splitter. And I need to merge some in before and after. Which is a little weird. But that way we have enough for our encased industrial beam factory here. But then we can still potentially have a full belt afterwards? Once this backs up? Will this back up? I don't remember. I don't remember what this... Does this use the full... Are you using the full... That might use the full belt. I can't remember anymore. So maybe I still need more limestone. Well, regardless, that is all we can do for now. No, I have one more limestone node. Never mind. Sorry, I still have one more node over here, which I'm hesitant to use because it spaghettifies things further, but we can rebuild all this iron stuff soon now that we've got iron ingots in a new spot. But what we'll do is we'll do a ceiling mount. We can come across. We can limestone over here. Then we can go through. Which I don't know why this is so satisfying, but it is. Have to do it like that. Oh, you can't reverse a belt. You can reverse a lift. Stuck. Yeah, right here. Alright, all that work for another 150 limestone. Cool, 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 cool. Oh. And a player is in the way. Well, I can't get out of the way. There we go. Let's build in a straight line here. And we need a merger over there. There we go. Now we got a full belt. Sweet. Alright, well there's limestone. And you can see the concrete's already working. Working its magic. Nice. Nice. Alright, I still don't have cluster nobelisks. I know that's the thing I want. Where did I end up putting the fuel pipeline? Like over there. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. There the pipes are. Okay, so we need some oil processing. Maybe I'll do that in a separate building, but nearby. I'm not sure. These trees are probably going to be in the way, though. Whatever I'm planning, we don't need foliage for it. Nature never looked so good. Oh, I missed a bunch. Missed you. Missed you. Random scrub brush. Still missing something. Get out of here. Okay. So let's see, if I build on the global grid, then things will attach when and if I want them to. So that's nice. This feels like the right amount of distance. Problem is this rock right here, so I have to build up pretty high to dodge it. So I don't know if I will, actually. I might just see if I can build kind of a skinny factory. Problem is refineries are so big. There should be enough space to do some basic oil processing. Blueprint. Refineries. They're so big. Where did they go? Those are mergers, so it's coming out that way. So this is backwards, but I can't change that because of the way blueprints are. Yeah, that's in, that's out. I think. All right. No. Wait a second. What? But those are splitters. Because of the arrows. Splitters are on the input. Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm dumb. Things coming in make it a merger, which makes it the output. So there we go. So now the input's here. And the output's here. Yeah. Alright, and let's scooch it over as far as it'll go. That away. Alright, and then what I'll do, I'll probably need two. I'll need like one for plastic and one for oil. Or one for rubber, I mean. And... I'll probably need two separate heavy oil residue lines for each. I was thinking I could mix it. The problem is you don't want to back up on heavy oil residue. So we'll have to consider the numbers. It's also important to note we can just make fuel out of heavy oil residue. So we shouldn't waste it. Now, diluted packaged fuel is strong, right? So check this out. Normally, you're only making 4 fuel from 6 heavy oil. This gets you 12 fuel from 6 heavy oil. You do need to package water and then unpackage the fuel. So the packaging is a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it is completely worth it. Diluted packaged fuel actually ends up getting you more fuel per oil than the fuel recipe. If you just make rubber, you end up getting 4 fuel from 3 crude oil, because you get 2 heavy oil residue, right? And then that becomes 4 fuel. And so 6 gives you 4 normally, but instead 6 would give you 8. It literally gives you double the fuel, and you happen to get rubber on top of it. So rubber becomes basically free if you're doing a lot of making of regular fuel, which you might be doing. Or another way to think about it is, as you make rubber, you basically get a ton of free fuel as an output by doing the packaged fuel. And then that makes petroleum coke worse, obviously. You wouldn't want to use that for power when you can use the packaged fuel. But all that to say, that doesn't answer my question of what am I going to do with all the heavy oil residue. I probably will... I don't know yet. Is there enough space on the side here for another belt? There is. I'll probably do another blueprint with some space. One of them will be for plastic, one will be for rubber. Both will produce heavy oil residue, which means I'll need an overflow into an awesome sink in case I want the heavy oil residue. Refineries. I already forgot which way it goes. Why is this so hard for my brain? Oh, I should just look at the top. Yeah, there we go. The shape of the building is what I should memorize, not anything else. Okay, and I'll leave a little bit of space between them. Alright, and then power, we just connect one to the other. What's the cost? The crude oil cost. Oh, sweet. So that's only 90 for the plastic, and that'll get me 60 a minute, and the rubber is also 90. So I can easily power shard these as needed. That'll only be 180 of a 300 input pipe. So I can almost double that with 0 issues. knobelisk, knobby knob action. Connect up our pipelines here. Nice. And boom. That should do it. We just need power for the whole build, which we can grab from over there. I need to decide walls what? Like, what do I want to do for walls? I haven't figured that out yet. The aesthetics are to be determined. But for now, we can at least get it running. There we go. And then that one will be plastic. This one will be rubber, which I guess I can just stack on top of this one. I hadn't even thought of that until just now. That's kind of convenient. So there we go. Rubber? No? I guess it'll manifold fill these other ones first, or did I forget to do something else? Did I not? I didn't connect the crude oil. That's what I forgot to do. There we go. And we should see rubber any moment. Maybe. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so plastic and rubber, we need, what was it? The heavy oil residue is what we need for our smokeless powder. What exactly does the valve do? Limits flow rates. The problem with heavy oil residue is that we need to basically get rid of it, right? And the only recipe, so the only way to turn it into a solid without requiring packaging is petroleum coke. So that is the way to basically like sink heavy oil residue, is petroleum coke. So that might be what I end up doing. What's up, Katana1988? Welcome, welcome. But I also want... The problem is there's no priority splitters for fluids, right? And so it's almost like we need to package all of it and then move that around with priorities, but that's terrible and I don't want to do that. So I'm not really sure the easiest way to go about this. Because basically I just want to bring heavy oil residue over. If that's going to be too high for the head lift. I don't know. We want to bring it over to this factory building, which definitely will need a pump. Oh! When you hit Q, it stops your jetpack. Okay. Pipe. There. And then I don't know, we'll build it towards the end here. Production. I think it's my assembler blueprint that we need. I don't know why it's so hard for me to tell sometimes. There we go. Sure. And then we want to build black powder into... Wait, where's the other thing? Oh, it needs to be built in a refinery. Whoops. know if I want refineries on this floor is the problem. Because the roof... I think I want the roof for this floor to only be 4 tiles up, and refineries are too tall for that. Vatamouse, yes, that is another option. But if the whole point is to sink it at an inconsistent rate, you wouldn't want to use it as power. I mean, I guess it depends, but I want my power production to be consistent. This is kind of tricky. I will need a pump too, I think. I guess I'm not sure yet. Are these... We'll have to wait until those back up with heavy oil residue to know for sure. Where the head lift stops. But I think it still can get to here, so I can just put a pump right there to get it the rest of the way. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next floor. This feels a little risky, but we can make our decisions eventually. I will have to do a lot of changing things around, but this will be our second floor, I think. Is that tall enough? Handle what we've been doing with belts and such? Just barely. Maybe I go 1 tile higher. That. Sure. I do like this little slanted roof thing. Kind of makes it so that it's not just a box building. You know what? No, these need to be underneath. Otherwise, it'll look wrong with the walls. The walls won't line up. Okay, so this is going to be our second floor. And the second floor has the benefit of not needing the belt. The belts can come up through the floor, is what I'm trying to say. That's the nice thing about the second floor. Because we're gonna have to set up black powder, which is coal and sulfur, and then we're gonna set up refineries for, what is it called? Smokeless powder, which is heavy oil residue plus black powder. You'd think adding heavy oil residue into something would make it smokier, not smoke less, but you never know. Physics is weird. Or I should say chemistry is weird. Maybe these should be glass floors. Do I have those yet? Materials. No, not yet. I bet I can go unlock it. You know what I need to do is add another launcher here for opposite direction. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. There we go. Now we can do some launching of ourselves. Go get some awesome points. I don't know why this is still over here. It's just where it lives now. We've got 11 total. Let's see if that's enough for customizer. There's glass roof material. Pipeline floor hole. I'm gonna need that actually. Did I make up that this existed? Glass frame foundation. There it is. Perfect.
Fix-It never recalls a product. Every awesome item is guaranteed to work for its entire lifetime. Enjoy your purchase.
I will. Just jetpack our way over here. Ooh, look at the shadows. Oh, that's cool. That feels so... That's neat. Just the lighting of that feels very realistic. I don't know if I've ever felt so much like I'm not in a video game as like this moment right here. Just, it's like when you're in an airport or something. That's neat. Alright, so I actually want then... Well, I guess I'm gonna need another pump because I'm going up so high. But... Where even does it live? Here, pipeline floor hole. Basically, I want my heavy oil residue to go straight up there. And we're gonna need a pump here. And probably... Why is it snapping there? Does it know that that's 20 meters higher than the other one? There's no way. There's no way it knows that. It can't know that. Right? Surely not. I mean, you'd think it could know that, but that feels like too much. It feels too easy, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe it's smart enough to know that, at least for short distances. Otherwise, I'm not sure why it would be snapping to that point, other than maybe it snaps right underneath a floor hole or something. I'm not really sure. It could have multiple reasons for snapping to that, I guess. There. Okay, I also need a way to get up there easily. I think a hypertube. I was gonna say jump pad, but I think a hypertube's the way to go. And glass frame foundations. Interesting. Alright, I need to get up there. Alright, so hypertube, entrance. I guess I don't need an entrance on the top, I just need an entrance on the bottom. And then just needs to spit me out up here. I'm hesitant to think this will be very fast. Oh, okay, it does go pretty fast. If you go vertical for too long, it does slow you down, but that's not too bad. And then I can do that. Oh, then I can't get down, though. Unless I make that into an entrance as well. But that's pretty fun. Pretty fun indeed. Oh god, this video is getting long as always. Okay, don't worry, we're almost there. So let's build extra space here. And we're going to start with some assemblers. I might do this manually because I don't need to automate a large amount of this yet. So I'm just going to build a single assembler and a single refinery for now. Gosh, I'm going to regret not having zooped this in tens. Now I'm going to have to count. Because the whole thing's 25 by 25. Alright, so then refinery. I'm okay with a little bit of spaghetti up here. Leave some space. And then we need floor holes. Guess the floor holes depend on where sulfur and coal end up exiting. So the verticals are right here. I should be able to do something like that. And then we come down to there. And then of course the splitter doesn't line up, but it should if I do that. And then I can go out and boom. Then we do the same thing with you for the sulfur. Click, and it lines up. And then we do that. Delete them, and then build it up. And there we go. And then we hop in our little hyper tube. Floop. And now we should have coal and sulfur. Beautiful. I'll go straight mode with those. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Alright, black powder. And then it's kind of a bus of sorts. It is some form of bus. I think I do want these foundations though in this little 3-wide area. It's annoying it always defaults to the rotation I don't want. It doesn't remember the rotation. I have to keep re-rotating it. Okay. And then the pipeline. The main bus thing, I mean, terrible idea is a very, very strong language. It's very much something you can do. Does it end up working out as nicely? Depends. If you're planning for it and it's what you're trying to accomplish, I think the main bus can work quite well. But I really want... Because it's like, I want this to go vertical. Like right out the gate. Yeah. Like that. That's what we want. And then from there, we kind of want to... No. That's too much. That might work. Did I... Wait a second. Oh, the pump is too high. Ah. Aha! So it was snapping to the wrong place. Or no, did I just not power it up? I thought I connected it to power. Did I make up that I connected it to power? I think I did. Yeah, I mean, it's a main bus as long as things are connected. Maybe I just forgot to power it up, because now it seems like it's working. You know, you don't have to put every item on a main bus for it to be called a main bus. What I have going is definitely a bus. A main bus, even. It's just a question of, like, do you put everything on it? Probably not. But I am going to be putting, like, ingots on it and stuff. So it's kind of... yeah. So we shouldn't need another pump. That's not 20 more meters. So then the problem here is that is just too low. Let's try there. Yeah, Vatamouse, I think there are times to not use the main bus, kind of like what I'm doing right now, as an example. So, what is going on here? Yeah, like, screws on the bus is not the best idea. Unless you want 5 belts of screws. But, like, putting steel ingots on the bus and then using steel screws wherever you need screws is a good idea, right? Because I feel like what have I done wrong? Is this working now and it just wasn't working a minute ago? No, there's literally nothing in the... What is going on? It's like they're not actually connected. Are these not actually connected? This is so weird. How is there nothing here when that one's full right there? And that's certainly, I'm 100% sure that's not 20 meters. 20 meters, this is 8 meters from this roof thing to there. So that's maybe 10, 12 at the most. So... I don't know, I'm just gonna rebuild it. I don't know what's going on. Connect to the floor hole. Oh, you know what it might be? I bet I know what it... I didn't mean to go in. Alright, well, I do think we'll have to call it an episode there for you future YouTubians. I am going to keep streaming here for a bit, but we're already at 1 hour and 20 minutes, and I think we're just going to have to call it. Sometimes you can't finish a project, but we'll see Smokeless Powder soon, and Cluster Nobelisks. We've gotten a lot of work done in the last few hours, so things are starting to look pretty good around here. But yeah, for those of you on future YouTube, as always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Oh, it's a bug. Fun. So wait, I need to rebuild the floor hole? Is that the problem? Is it there? Yeah. So now it'll work? What exactly is the bug? Hey, I don't want to travel that way. The other problem is it's not building, or it's not producing anymore because I'm not awesome syncing the rubber and whatnot. Rubber and plastic here. So that could be the problem too. That I didn't even count for. Come on. Oh, come on now. Is it really that bad? Okay, that was a pain in the butt, but there we go. So that'll make sure we're continually producing heavy oil residue. I think that was part of the problem. Okay, I think we might be okay now. Thump. No? Still nothing? Oh no, there is some. Okay, good. Good, good, good. There we go. Alright. And then we should be able to connect these. Yeah, this is fine. Alright. Smokeless powder. And then I don't have any power up here yet. I guess. Let me do wall outlet. There. 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 Alright. There we go. Black powder, heavy oil residue, smokeless powder. Sweet. Alright, I'm gonna sloop it up just because I can. And what I need, 20. This makes 30 a minute, so I guess we need a single shard. That's probably more smokeless powder than I'm gonna need. Yeah, throw that into a storage container here. And throw that into a dimensional depot. And now we've got that automated. That's the first new thing I've automated in quite a while. Okay, are the tractors actually broken? I thought they would automatically fix themselves. That's really disappointing. What is going on here? Really? See, that would be fine. They could just do that automatedly. Just drive into each other and then fix yourself. Well, that's annoying. So I'm gonna have to kind of make like a one-way path, or well, a two-way path, and just only go the same direction in the same area and give a wide enough berth that we don't run into each other. That's annoying. I didn't know that there was a special, like, they just stop. I assumed they would just run into each other and get kind of, you know, whatever you call it, yeeted back onto their path properly. That's annoying. But with the smokeless powder, let's head over to the old mammy jammy here. Oh god, the jetpack is so slow at like, it doesn't get you moving horizontally at all. You don't already have the speed. Oh yes, so many scans. Oh, that's a new one, turbo heavy fuel. Oh, is this one good? I can't remember. This one might be worse than just regular turbo fuel though. So we need more, that compacted coal, yeah, we need more compacted coal. It produces much faster, but yeah, the problem is if you're using diluted fuel, then this is worse, because diluted fuel would get me 10 regular fuel for that same 5 heavy oil residue. So turbo heavy fuel, not very good. I think I have one more. No! Ah, crap. I wanted to do the research. Why did I do that? I wanted to do this. I guess I need 200 Nobelisks and 100 smokeless powder. And I need 200 more, 200 rebar for explosive rebar, another 50, and 100 motors. What's up, Game Detective? Yeah, Ada likes to tell me every couple hours that I need to go outside. I go outside plenty. But, you know, when you're creating content, you gotta be inside, playing awesome games like Satisfactory. I'm trying to go to my menu here, I don't know. I do that a lot, where I want to open my inventory, but instead I open this, and then I click around like, where's my items? And it, like, absent-mindedly not knowing why I'm in the wrong menu. Okay, so we needed motors, I needed rubber, get that smokeless powder. We needed rebar, which is not in my inventory. Hunting, fishing, and camping are not generally things I do with my time when I'm outside. Not that there's anything wrong with those, but that's just not... I do like camping. Hunting and fishing are not so much my things. And camping, I prefer what some would consider glamping. Not like full-on glamping, but I call it car camping, just where you camp close enough to your car that you don't have to, like, carry everything, you know, for miles that you need, so you can still take a cooler and stuff like that. But, you know, still sleep in a tent and whatnot. Speaking of trains, We basically have trains now, if I want them. And I need to start working on the computers and HMFs soon. Okay, and I need HMFs for Pipeline Mark II. And then HMFs and computers get me the Blueprint Designer Mark II. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so while that's working on finishing, let me launch myself back over here. And then we need to beautify this a bit, or at least finish building it. Alright, foundation goes to there. That wall goes across. Zoop this guy. Zoop da whoop. Alright, can I jump that high? Oh, no, no, that built underneath. No, stop this nonsense. Stop this nonsense. I think, can we jetpack 20 meters up? The answer is barely. Is that 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is basically 20 meters up. Alright, and that is just perfect. But then the walls are kind of off. I need to change my swatch. I believe it's 18 here. That can be the default while I make these walls. Come on. Can I build it from the top like this? I guess kind of. Kind of is the answer. There we go. No, no, no. Zoop horizontally, please. Thank you. There we go. Zoop. Gosh, this is a big building and it still feels like it's small. Like, it's crazy when you're doing big projects how much space you need. Alright. And then we gotta swatchify these guys. For a second, I thought the orange and teal looked cool, and it did, but then I didn't think about how it would look on the double walls, and I think it looks kind of bad there. So that's why I'm redoing this, if you were wondering. Perfect. All right, and then then I need to reconstruct these guys. Or not that one, just these. To be the glass foundations. Okay. Perfect. And then Sweet. Okay. Now we're looking pretty good. So if this is already 3, then that's not gonna be far enough. That's fine. Well, that's good. This is 10 between the two. Alright, is this... Am I 10 away from the edge? I don't know. Probably not. Oh, looks like there's a gap. Yeah, we're missing, what, 3 on the end? This is a big building. I've only got enough for about 100 more foundations right now. And there we go. It's 1,500 concrete in a matter of seconds. But the good news is the MAM is probably done, and I have plenty of smokeless powder. So there's always a good side. We'll work our way back over to the MAM here. We can fly through the factory building. Oh, nice. Look at that. Oh, 51 seconds. Wow, okay, we did a lot of building in less than 10 minutes. Nice. Nice work, I'd say. And then I needed a bunch of nobelisks. Did I need plastic? Maybe. I don't remember. I'll grab some. Alright, I wonder what hard drive we're gonna get. Because I don't know which one's on the bottom. So I can't even tell anymore what's new. The oil residue. Oh, that's even better for making diluted packaged fuel. Now 3 crude oil will make 8 fuel. Jeez, that's crazy. Anyway, sulfur. Cluster, Nobelisk. Yes. Yes. Beautiful.
Cluster Nobelisk unlocked. This type of Nobelisk detonates into multiple smaller explosions. Can be used for clearing large areas of vegetation and other inconveniences. Addendum. Inconveniences, in this case, is not defined to include persistent family members, raccoons, student debt, a sunrise, performance reviews, neighbors learning to play the saxophone, phone calls, or your favorite show getting canceled.
Oh man. I really would love if I could cluster Nobelisk away. Student debt. That would be great. Oh man, that's funny. Pesky neighbors learning to play the saxophone.
Explosive rebar unlocked. Rebar ammo that explodes on impact. Suitable for removal of unwanted obstacles, creatures, or limbs.
Or limbs. Oh man, not joking around. Turbo rifle ammo. That's
Rifle
so
and
cool.
rifle ammo unlocked. A long-range weapon and rapid-fire ammunition. Only to be used for the defense or acquisition of fixed property. Conveniently, this includes everything of value on this planet.
Yes. Alright, so now we can... oh, I need more regular rebar. But now we can make cluster nobbies. Nobies, I should say. Damage is 4 compared to 3. Alright, how this feel? How do you works? quite as big as I was expecting, but maybe the actual blast radius feels a lot bigger. It'll certainly be better at taking out enemies. Yeah, it's a pretty big area. I mean, they're free once I automate them, and so I guess there's not too much of a cost. Oh, you can make it rain? Because they don't explode till they hit the ground? That's awesome. How do I like the remote inventory thing? STD null opt. I think it is... We were just talking about it on the podcast today, actually, Galdoc and I. I think it's actually... It feels too good, but at the same time, I think it's just a good thing for the game. Because how often are you doing a factory thing, and then you're interrupted because you're like, oh, I don't have enough iron rods. I guess I gotta go back to my mall and get more iron rods. Like, how often is that a good game mechanic? It's not a fun part of gameplay. So I think even though it feels OP, I think at the end of the day, because you're not having to constantly refill 30 different inventory items that you want to have on hand to build with, I think it actually just makes the game better. I could see not automatically taking from it for handcrafting. I could see that being okay, to where you have to manually grab it for handcrafting, so that way handcrafting is not quite as easy as it is. I could see that being a nerf that would be understandable, but now that it's here, I don't know. As much as it feels overpowered, I feel like it's a good thing at the end of the day. I don't know. Oh, thank God rifle ammo is easier to craft. Rifle ammo used to only stack to 50 or 100 as well at some point, and that was really annoying. Oh, it stacks more than 200 now? Oh, nice. Okay, I'm a fan of that. It stacks to what, 400, 500? We're gonna want to automate this as well. But rifle ammo stacking to 500 is very nice. It used to not stack to very much at all. Alright, so now we have official boom booms. Heck yes. Nice. Feels good, man. Feels good. We will be able to colonize more effectively with these new tools. So, what do I actually need? The Nobelisks need steel pipes, and the ammo needs copper. Because, like, copper jacket for bullets, that actually makes some amount of sense. And that's smokeless powder and Nobelisks, and the Nobelisks needs pipe and black powder. So we basically need steel pipes up there and copper sheets up there, and then we can like fully automate our weaponry stuff that we want lots of. I think I might give up on shatter rebar now that I have the gun. I don't know. Yeah, STD, or standard null opt, I assume is how you say it, rather than STD. That sounds worse. Yeah, I do agree that, like, I thought I would have to unlock the ability to put more items in there. Like, maybe you could only put 5 different items in the dimensional depot at first, and then you unlock the ability to, like, have more total slots, rather than just at the beginning it immediately allows you to place every possible item type into the depot just at 1 stack each. I thought I would only be able to put like a few items into it, and there was only so many I could do until I unlocked more. But at the same time, yeah, like you say, TDM is not fun either, so maybe it's just fine. I don't know. I think it's actually pretty good. So, anywho, I think I am about to be done streaming here, but we got our cluster Nobelisks, which is great. We'll just need to automate those. Heck, you know what? I can also just pretty easily Well, we have steel up there. It won't be hard to automate. I've already made steel ingots, so I'll just need a single constructor for steel pipes, and then a single constructor for copper sheets. Yeah, Bionic Beans, glad you could stop by. Glad you could stop by. Where did I put the steel ingots? Oh, they're right here. Okay. I've got all sorts of chaos going on. Let's go out to here. And then zoop these up. Oh, no. Sorry, I already had it out here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then steel is, what was it? Level 2? Yeah. Copper is level 4. Okay. Oh no, I'm building with the new swatch. Ah. Thought things felt weird. Thought things felt weird. Gotta re-swatchify all my belts. Although, I don't know, it's kind of fun to have belts just randomly different colors, but it sure is not organized. Yeah, you can always join the Discord. There's a Rolls and Pings channel, so you can have it ping you on Discord when I go live, if that's something you care about doing, though you also might find that annoying, so no pressure, but that is an option. And then, apart from that, obviously, you can just follow on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna grab the copper from here. And the steel from here. No, that's too close. So again, I think we can just do it this way, and then splitter, hold control, deconstruct, and then it all builds perfect. No! Floor hole has to be moved over by 1. There we go. Was this one too close as well? It might be. Here's the copper. Yeah, that needs to be one more over. Then it just works. Sweet. Steel, copper are up. And then I need a couple things. We need a splitter on our smokeless powder. So only half will go to the depot. And then I need a splitter for our black powder. Make nobelisks. Only half goes to smokeless powder. What did I just do? That is not right. There we go. Okay. And then I need a constructor. Oh, this is chaos. I don't know if I like this level of chaos. Wow, you can just straight up do that. That's amazing. Copper sheet. You're gonna be nobelisks. You're gonna be. You need one more constructor for the steel pipe. Pure steel pipe from steel ingots. That goes in there. Black powder comes from over here. Power doesn't matter. You might be wondering why this looks so terrible. It's because I don't care. And we are going to remove it all at some point. I just want to get hundreds and hundreds after a couple hours. And then once we have that, we won't need to do it again for like a long time. So I can then deconstruct all this is what I'm thinking. Alright. It's a little iffy, but whatever. Cluster and obelisk. Smokeless powder. Yeah. And then what was the other thing I needed? Oh, the rifle, which is copper sheets. Plus something. What was it? Copper sheets plus the smokeless powder as well. So, what if we just allow ourselves some clipping? Should we be a bad boy? Bad boy and allow ourselves some clippage? Yeah, I'm definitely more established on YouTube than on Twitch. Mostly just numbers-wise. A lot of people join the Twitch to hang out and stuff, but I've been YouTubing for longer, and I think the games I play just work better on YouTube. Okay, that's not really clipping. Like, it technically has tiny clips, but that's not that bad. Alright, rifle ammo. This is... I just had to let the spaghetti fly wild for a minute here, I think. And then now smokeless powder should come over here once in a while. Yes? Now it's probably worth speeding up the black powder production. Wait, no, I did something wrong. Oh, I didn't connect the output. That's what's wrong. There we go. Ah, the beautiful chaotic spaghetti. Wonderful. Alright, and then we need the output of both. So now I'm going to use my last 2 Mercer spheres on this. I'll have to go hunt for some more. Alright, we just won't show anyone this factory roof. It's fine. No one has to know. Nobody has to know. Alright, this still hasn't gotten any smokeless powder. That seems... bad? Wouldn't that be... There we go. There we go. Now the things are rolling. As expected. Alright, there's rifle ammo, copper sheets, pipes, nobelisks, cluster nobelisks. Perfect. And heck, I can even summer sloop that just to get some free ones. So that'll go faster. Assuming we have 7.5 a minute, which we do. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm gonna just let this spaghetti run. We'll do other things, and I'll probably build up a lifetime supply, to be honest. I might not leave these storage containers here. I'll probably just manually move it when I deconstruct it. And I do think if it's not a lifetime supply, it'll be like, you know, 40 hours worth of gameplay supply at least. because that'll be 1,200 cluster nobelisks and, oh god, the ammo, that's gonna be like 12,000? Yeah, it's gonna be 12,000 rifle bullets. So... that's gonna last, we're talking like 2 hours of continual gunfire. So that should last a while. All right, I'm gonna call it a stream there. We've gotten quite a bit done in this stream. A little bit of a shorter one, but I'll be streaming more tomorrow. And we'll just continue doing all the things, working towards, I don't know, finishing our bus. I don't know if finish is the right word, but we still need to make a few more things with quartz and put it on the bus, and then we need to work on moving like our basic iron products onto this main floor. Basic iron and copper and steel products, and then maybe on the second floor I'll work on stuff like the complex products, like reinforced plates, encased beams, things like that. So yeah, you're welcome, Sneaky Pete. Thanks for hanging out. We're already 41 hours in. Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, you're welcome, Vatamouse. See you later.